For the past 4 days or so, 3.5 days, I've been pretty much playing nothing but the new Pokemon game, specifically Pokemon Violet. And I know that there's a lot of people who don't like the game, but is it really as bad as everyone says it is? And I know I'm not the end-all, be-all opinion of video games. I'm not even close to being a somewhat reputable source in the video gaming industry and world. I get that, but I do feel as though I am still entitled to an opinion about the game, having played it for a few hours now at this point. Now, one of the major concerns that people have had about the game that I've heard is that how glitchy the game is. And yes, the game is a little bit glitchy. When you go into certain areas, you can kind of see, the environment sort of just loading in the background. And the way that the NPCs move is a little glitchy. It might not be as smooth of a game from the visual perspective, but it's still a fun game in how it runs and how you play the game and the mechanics. I feel as though, from the last Pokemon game that I've played to this one, I really feel like the gameplay mechanics haven't changed much. I do like the fact that you don't have to engage in a Pokemon battle if you don't want to. I know in older Pokemon games, as soon as you come into view of a Pokemon trainer or a wild Pokemon, it automatically sort of spins you into this battle, regardless of whether or not you wanted to actually partake in said Pokemon battle. Whereas with this new game, you could just keep walking past Pokemon left and right and trainers and all that. So you're really not pressured into, or you're not trapped into doing these Pokemon battles if you don't want to, which I personally enjoy, because maybe you're out in the middle of a field and you want to go to a Pokemon Center to buy some more potions to heal your Pokemon, or some more Pokeballs because you're running low. You can just keep running and go to the closest Pokemon station or Pokemon Center and pick up what you need and then continue with your journey. I mostly play the game in portable mode, so I really don't have a good idea of how it translates to a larger television, like a normal TV that people would be playing on in the docked configuration of the game. So I really can't speak from that perspective, but from the experiences that I've had with the game up to this point have been almost 100% positive. Yes, the glitchiness kind of ruins the video game a little bit, but to me, it's I don't really care too much about the visuals. Yes, it looks like a PlayStation 2 game, but I feel like Nintendo could have done better with the graphics, especially because the Switch is so powerful. Then again, I am playing on a refurbished system. It's not a brand new, fresh out the box game system, but for what it is, it runs the game fine. It works the way that I want it to. I can still play games on it, but so that really has nothing to do with how glitchy the game was. Mostly because I know I'm not the only one with these issues, but I don't care how glitchy the game can be sometimes, because 95% of the time the game plays just fine. And for myself and a lot of other people, I'm sure that running the game just fine is good enough. So that is sort of my honest, quick opinion about the game. And yes, I will be continuing to play the game from this point out. And it has become one of my all-time favorite games. Not just for the Nintendo Switch, mind you, but one of my all-time favorite games to date. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.